watched around 70 movies in 2024, a little bit more than the past few years. 16 of them were new releases. Here they are, ranked worst to best in my normal categories from bad to great. However, I didn't rank any new releases I saw this year as bad. My tagline as a movie reviewer is that I am easily entertained by movies. That being said, not all the new releases this year were great or even good. The first few on my list were just alright. Number 16 is A Quiet Place Day 1. This movie is nothing compared to the first two in the series. If I remember correctly, none of the creators were involved in this one, so I don't even know why it exists. Number 15 is That Christmas. The animation in this movie was so good that it's kind of not fun to look at, if that makes sense. There were some heartwarming moments in here, but also some moments that are just sad. Overall, weird kids' Christmas movie. Number 14, Madam Web. This one had an interesting concept. At least they're not remaking Spider-Man again. But they didn't really go anywhere with it, so overall this was not a memorable watch. Number 13, Deadpool and Wolverine. It was fun, and it was cool to see some of the characters that appear in here, but for me personally, the Deadpool movies are just not my favorite of the superhero movies. There's too much fourth wall breaking, and the type of humor just feels like someone explaining why a joke is funny, so it doesn't really do it for me. Number 12, Amber Alert. This one didn't really draw me in at the beginning, but throughout it there are some good, tense, and then thrilling moments, so it's not bad. Those ones were just alright. I have a couple of movies that were good. Number 11 is Uglies. I watched this one when it was my wife's turn to choose the movie on movie night because she read the young adult novel that this one is based on. It's a dystopia that imagines a future where at a certain age you get this procedure that makes you beautiful and you get to move to this place where all the beautiful people are just having fun and partying. It does all the typical stuff you would expect from a dystopian young adult novel, so if that's your thing, you know, here's a good one. Breaking into my top 10 is a movie called Shadow Strays. This is an Indonesian martial arts movie about this group of secret assassins, and one of them that gets separated from the group for a while kind of goes on a side quest, and things go crazy from there. This one has incredible action, a good plot line, but not good enough to justify how long it is, and it's a little too gratuitous with the gory violence for my taste. Otherwise, I would have rated it much higher. Now, those two movies were good, but my next group of movies are all damn good movies. Number 9, Bad Boys Ride or Die. These two more recent additions in the Bad Boys series I actually like better than the first one. So it's really enjoyable. Good action and good chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, of course, so it's funny. Number 8 is Players. If you like romantic comedies, here's a really good romantic comedy. Really good chemistry between Gina Rodriguez and Damon Wayans Jr. Number 7, Don't Move. Really good, straightforward thriller about this woman who gets injected with a tranquilizer by a serial killer. She has to get far enough away from him before her body is totally paralyzed, and then hope that she, gets her movement back before he catches up. Number 6, Carry On. This is a really good action thriller. It's from the director of a lot of other good thrillers starring Liam Neeson, like Unknown, The Commuter, Run All Night, and especially like his movie Nonstop, because that's on an airplane. This is like Nonstop mixed with some of my other favorite thrillers from the early 2000s. Cellular, and Phone Booth, so it's awesome. Breaking into the top 5 for me is Civil War, a movie from A24 starring Kirsten Dunst. My brother Ryan and I went and saw this in theaters. We did a quick little reaction video to that. It's super good. Now, the last 4 on my list are all great movies. I would recommend these to anyone. Number 4 is Trap. I always really like M. Night Shyamalan's tension, but he's also a genius here for making this movie basically from the perspective of the serial killer. It makes you root for him and against him the whole time. It's a lot of fun, and Josh Hartnett is very convincing in his performance. Number 3 is 60 Minutes. This one is a German martial arts action thriller. It's about a mixed martial arts fighter who's about to go into this big match, but then his ex-wife calls him and says, "Why did you schedule a fight on your daughter's birthday? You need to make it across town and come to your daughter's birthday party, or you're losing custody." So he's realizing what's important in his life. He's going to abandon the fight, and he has to race across Berlin to get to his daughter's birthday party in 60 minutes or less. And he runs into a lot of unexpected obstacles in his way. It's a lot of fun and great action in this one. Number 2 is Officer Black Belt. This one is a Korean martial arts movie about this guy that's a black belt in multiple forms of martial arts. He happens to help a police officer when he's in danger, and they recruit him to help with this special program they have. Martial arts police officers who are monitoring ex-convicts who are on probation and might be in danger of re-offending. This one, I didn't watch any trailers before going into it, and I thought it was going to be more of an action comedy, kind of like Rush Hour. It's definitely not. It gets very dark, very serious, but I still loved it for that reason, actually. It's great action and goes into serious, dark topics, so be ready for that if you check it out. And my number 1 new movie watching experience from 2024 was Rebel Ridge. This one is directed by Jeremy Saulnier, who did another one of my favorite movies, Green Room. This one is about a guy who's taking some money to his cousin who was arrested so he can bail him out. The police pull him over and they take that money from him, a way that is, in real life, an actual legal way that police can take money. It's called civil asset forfeiture. And so our protagonist has to go to the police, try to explain his situation, get the money back. He finds himself in an ongoing battle with police corruption, and the police in this town find out that they are messing with the wrong guy. Instead of being a quick action-packed thriller like Green Room, this one is a bit longer and more of a mystery as it unfolds, actually. So those are the 16 new release movies that I watched in 2024, from worst to best. I know a lot more movies than that are released in the year, and a lot of new releases I didn't watch. So let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite new movie from 2024? What am I missing out on? And what movies are you excited to watch in the new year in 2025? As always, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the next movie that you watch. Bye.